3 of the current love story is in half an hour. In the meantime, would you please fasten your seatbelts?
I hope you don't mind me mentioning it, but it is a no-smoking area.
Oh, sorry.
The streets of London are deserted. People are hurrying home to do what they have to do. What is the cause of this mysterious event? Who cares? Cue the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing. It's Thursday night at 8 o'clock, and can't you hear the chimes? They're telling you to take an easy chair. Settle by your bedside, pick up your radio times. The Kenny Everett Show is on the air. The Kenny Everett Show is on the air. Hello, and welcome to the only show on television to bring you this. And this. But certainly not this. See, we try to keep this show topical and up-to-date in a very out-of-touch sort of way. I think it's most important, don't you, to maintain certain standards. And we here at the Beeb refuse to drop them. Now get on with it!
22 and 27 degrees. Quite a long time since we've seen temperatures as high as this. Now let's look at tomorrow's weather. And as you can see, thanks to this ridge of high pressure coming up from Spain, the warm, sunny spell that we're now enjoying looks like continuing for the next few days.
As I was saying, the good weather will continue tomorrow, and it looks as if it will be a lovely weekend.
There's some ingredients you need to make a really ace boner cake. Loads and loads of these little brown wrinkly things, lots of eggs, and of course plain flour is the absolutely essential ingredient. Then you need lots of pots and pans and plastic things, and a thing of sugar.
Here, Vera, you'll never guess who I've got in the can. Only James Hunt, straight up. Just picked him up. He's in the back reading the script. Says he's doing the Kenny Everett Show. Nice geezer. No, not Kenny Everett, James Hunt. Had a nice little chat when he got in. Asked him for an autograph for my Tracy when we get there. He said, "It'll be my pleasure." Real gentleman.
Yeah, listen, you haven't forgotten them piranhas, have you?
No, I haven't forgotten. They're right here next to me.
I don't think it was wise picking up a flare-up. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to pass up James Hunt, am I? Especially as he's going to Regis Park and I'm going to the zoo. It's the same place.
Yeah, what if something goes wrong? What then?
What could go wrong? Look, the piranhas are in the water, in a tank, sealed in a metal frame, and the whole thing is in a crate, all strapped up in the front here. I'm not going to leave a bleeding superstar standing in the street, am I? It's James Hunt we're talking about. Anyway, we're here. Panic's over. I'll get back to you, Vera.
Oh, well, that's the autograph gone for a Burton.
Hello, I'm sitting here with the beautiful Susan George. Hello, Susan.
Hello, Kenny.
Susan's flown in specially from Los Angeles to be with us tonight.
Yes, that's right, Kenny. I've flown in specially from Los Angeles to be with you tonight. And I do think it's wonderful to be on your show.
Thank you, Susan. And now this. Works every time.
Yes?
What? What do you mean, yes?
Well, what do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? What do you want?
I don't want anything. It's you who opened the door.
I know that, but what are you doing there?
Listen, pal, what do you want? I haven't got all day.
I don't want anything.
Well, why don't you clear off then before I call a constable? Go on, on your bike. Yes?
Well, here I am again with the lovely Susan George, who, as you know, we flew in specially all the way from Los Angeles to be with us tonight. Isn't that right, Susan?
Yes, that's right, Kenny. I have flown specially all the way from Los Angeles to be here with you on your show tonight.
Thank you, Susan. And just wait till you see this.
Marty!
Oh, that's me.
Ah, right now. You're the suit. The shirt was power. Sponge and custard. Beaujolais Nouveau. Oh dear, you like that, love. It's lovely, isn't it? You knew you'd like that. And coffee, there you are. By the way, service ain't included.
I'll come here for the atmosphere.
Michael, of course I wear contact lenses. I'm as blind as a bat without them. I just can't recognize anybody until they're right on top of me. I mean, unless somebody's really big, I just can't see them at all. And you know, Michael, that's hurt some of my relationships. And I think relationships are so important, don't you? Even with relatives. Just because you're a movie star doesn't mean you're a bad person. But I do have arguments. Who doesn't? I mean, people get hot, and you gotta deal with that. For instance, there was an actor I knew once. Or was it twice? And he wrote that we were making this picture together called The Axe Murderer Always Rings Twice. It was a great movie. Mind you, we had some censorship problems. They cut out my best part. Luckily, I had another one. There was this great scene, you know, Michael, in a supermarket where I'm under the bacon slicer, and he gets the sack. Then he comes back to wreak revenge. He wants his own back, and I won't give it to him. So he hides in the deep freeze, and he's cutting up people, wrapping them in cling film, and the supermarket is selling them as TV snacks. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, relationships. Bert, that was the bacon slicer, and I were, well, we were very close, especially him. And I said to him, Michael, I said, let's get something straight between us. That did the trick. I only cheated on him twice, actually. Once with the director, and once with the camera crew. And believe me, Michael, it was all done in the best possible days.
This stick, it's underdone.
Oh, terribly sorry, man.
Thank you. You knew that was going to happen, didn't you?
What the hell are you looking at?
Oh, yeah, a joke. A neighbour of mine in the next slum asked me to look after his goldfish while he went on the social security outing. When he gets back, he asked me if I'd changed the water. Leave it out, John, I says. They ain't drank the last lot yet. By the way, did you hear about the two goldfish swimming around the bowl, giving the water an old fin bashing? One says, how? Do you believe in God? And the other one says, of course I do. Who do you think changes the water?
Hello, my little billet-doux. Did you see that punky person? How you say, gizzard puke? You know, he works here at the BBC. On Thursdays, he does this show, and the rest of the week, they use him as a broom.
Oh, hello. You know how I always like to appear to be terribly trendy and socially mobile? Well, this week I went to Royal Ascot and, I have to admit it was rather disappointing because the races don't actually start till June. But wasn't a totally wasted journey because I bumped into one of the most interesting and exciting people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. Janet Street Porter. Hello, Janet. I don't know about you, Janet, but I'm eating one of my teeth here.
Me too.
I feel rather foolish down there with only the tourists ligging about.
Me too, Janet. I felt a right no-no. Oh, that's an attractive frock there, Janet.
Thank you.
Is it an Emmanuel?
No, it's Army and Navy.
Oh, you're always terribly quick with the smart-ass line.
Right. Oh, I've always been known for my wet top.
Yes, they do stick out a bit.
Touche!
Oh, spray that again.
Oh, tell me, Janet, what exactly would you call yourself?
None of the things other people call me, that's for sure.
Right, no, I mean, are you a journalist? You are, aren't you?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call myself a journalist.
Well, what then, a TV personality?
Well, not exactly, no.
What, an actress?
No.
What, a big game hunter?
No.
Vivisectionist?
No.
Stupid cow with big teeth?
Well, that's about it.
The bird, dear, who sounds ever so hungry.
All right, darling. Pretty, Joey. There's a good boy. Got your supper here. There we are. There's a good boy.
Hello. I'm Susan George, and I'm sitting here with Kenny Everett, who flew me in from Los Angeles to be with him on his show tonight.
Thanks, Susan. And I think it was really great of you to fly all the way from Los Angeles to be with us here tonight.
And?
But meanwhile...
Is everything all right, madam?
Yes, but I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, don't worry. We get a lot of this type of joke in here.
Oh, hi. Is the show still on? Oh, sorry about that. I was just catching up on some reading. I usually have a man who does it for me, but you know how things are. Listen to this. It says here in the paper here that the Russians have set a new world record with their nuclear submarine. This was for submerging, surfacing, and submerging again. They did this in 2 minutes and 48 seconds, which is, in fact, a new world record. And I think these men deserve a lot of credit, don't you? Especially the ones who were left on deck. And now here's someone else who's in big trouble. Chaz and Dave.
Never cared about me, now I've seen the light. Oh, darling, there ain't no pleasing you. You seem to think that everything I ever did was wrong. I should have known it all along. Oh, darling, there ain't no pleasing you. wanna do. I'm telling you. 'Cause I ain't gonna be made to look a fool no more. You've done it once too often, what do you take me for? Oh, darling, there ain't no pleasing you. And you seem to think that everything I ever did was wrong. I should have known it all along. That, darling, there ain't no pleasing you. You only had to say the words, and you knew I'd do it. You had me where you wanted me, but you went and blew it. Now everything I ever done was only done for you. But now you can go and do just what you want to do. I'm telling you. 'Cause I ain't gonna be made to look a fool no more. You've done it once too often, what do you take me for? Oh, darling, oh, baby, that's what I'm gonna do.
Tonight we have in our studio a man who, over the past 25 years, has been deeply involved in the mafia. He rose to the rank of capo and took part in the organizing of crime throughout the world, dealing in drugs, prostitution, and extortion. But now he has decided to tell his story, naming names and places in a way that only a high-ranking mafioso would know. Obviously, his name must be kept totally secret. As you can see, he is in silhouette, and a mechanical device will disguise the sound of his voice. As I'm sure you will appreciate, any hint of his real identity would have only one result: instant death at the hands of his former colleagues. Tell me, Mr. Felucci. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
Now, I've been making movies for many years now, and if I may say with no modesty, I've been very successful at it. I've got 4 films in production at the moment: Death Wish 3, Death Wish 4, Death Wish 5, and Death Wish 6. And then we're planning a sequel. But this particular project, when it came to me, I'm going to appear in myself, and there's only one person I wanted to have with me. Because I've watched your career very closely. You have a wonderful screen presence, real charisma, you act with the eyes, which is so important in movies. And you know, for any artist to be in a Michael Winner film can only boost their career. And I really want you to do it.
Well, Michael, believe me, I really want to do it with you. It's just a question of whether the script is right. You wouldn't believe what some people try to get me to do. I'm always finding myself in the strangest positions. I'm sure you're not one of them, are you?
Certainly.
Of course you're not. After all, you direct Charles Bronson. I love him. He's so beefy and meaty and chunky.
Well, you make him sound like a stew.
Tell me, this one you want me to star in. What's it all about?
Well, I like to think it has really a very great sociological importance.
Really?
Yes, it's about the misfits of our society, the people who can't adapt to the 20th century, the flotsam and jetsam.
Oh, what's it called?
It's called Bloodbath in Cell Block 11.
Oh, a catchy title. What do I play?
Well, we'd like you to play the part of a nun.
Again? Isn't typecasting terrible? Did you see me in Dirty Habits? I played this Mother Superior with a difference. She's a real mother, and she goes berserk when she finds out the abbot is really a werewolf. In fact, that was the first thing I did for Disney. I'm doing another one for them. It's called Herbie Slashes His Wrists. Don't tell me about your little film, Michael.
When the riot breaks out, the prisoners take you hostage and they hold you in the laundry, and you're completely naked.
I'm naked?
Well, it's quite warm in the laundry.
Oh, I get it. Do I?
Well, you do get it. You see, you're not really a nun. You're the chief warder.
Oh, you mean the top screw? That's what you say in this country. You know, Michael, I'm really up to this part. What do you play?
I play the good prison officer.
Oh, you're a good screw. I've heard that. Michael, just know we're gonna get on great together. I can see it now. You and I, together in the cell block. And all the men are banging on the bars. And we say, stop doing that. And you pick up your big hose. And I turn you on. And then the water hits me, and all my clothes fall off again. Oh, it's so sociological. But I tell you one thing, Michael, I'm gonna have to insist on.
What's that?
It's gotta be done in the best possible take.
Hello, Sid's not here, coming to you on the rock and roll airwaves with a little story about yours truly on a cross-channel ferry. I'm taking the air, walking along the deck, and I see these two geezers leaning over the rail, giving it some of the Huey Green over the side. And I says to the first one, my condolences. Weak stomach, have we? And he says, what do you mean, weak stomach? I'm chucking it just as far as he is.
Yes, madam.
This steak, it's dreadful. Take it away.
Certainly, madam.
What was that you said, Watson?
I said the fog's coming up.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten it. It was a joke, Watson.
Oh. Well, I couldn't hear because of the fog.
What was that?
What was what?
That.
Easy, Bruce. How did you know that?
Elementary, my dear Watson. I'm always one step ahead. Let's investigate before the fog comes up.
It's all right, Holmes. I'm feeling better.
Terribly sorry, miss. I must be more careful with my pipe.
I can't believe it. Are you Mr. Sherlock Holmes?
Well, if I'm not, I'm having a hell of a time with his wife.
Married, Holmes.
Oh, shut up, Watson. These are the jokes.
Sorry, Holmes. It was this damn fog.
What can I do for you, my dear?
It's all right, Holmes. I'm feeling better.
Not you, young lady.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, it's my evil guardian. He has a plan to blow up the world.
Would this evil guardian's name be Moriarty?
How did you know that? And get your hands off those!
Sorry, I was just looking for my pipe.
Will Moriarty succeed in blowing up the world? Will Holmes find his pipe? Who is the mysterious girl with the big problems? Stay tuned for more of Sherlock Holmes and the Mysterious Affair of the End of the World.
Hey, oi! Your flies are open.
And now, more of Sherlock Holmes and the Mysterious Affair of the End of the World. Sorry about the effing fog. So, we meet again, Holmes.
Lost, Moriarty. Face to face.
Dr. Watson. Inspector Lestrade.
Mr. Holmes, watch out! He's got an intercontinental ballistic missile in his walking stick.
This is 1899.
That's right, Watson. He got it in a sale.
Stand back, Holmes.
Moriarty, don't be a fool!
Do something, Mr. Holmes.
Take your hands off those!
He's pulling the trigger. Holmes, the fog's lifted. There's one thing I don't understand.
What's that, Watson?
What happened?
Elementary, my dear Watson. I took the precaution of switching walking sticks.
Oh, brilliant, Holmes, brilliant. What happened to that lovely girl, Holmes?
I don't know, Watson, but I hope to see her again.
Really, Holmes?
Yes, she's still got my pipe.
Holmes coming up again, Holmes?
Yes, you must get that scene to Watson.
Well, that's all from the news desk tonight. Good night.
Good night. So, just a minute, dear. There's something else I want to say.
Well, that's the end of the show, and you know, somehow I feel I've lost a friend. In fact, I know I've lost a friend. I've just had a phone call from her, and she said, I've just watched the show, and I never want to see you again. And that really hurts coming from your mother. Oh, well, say Labby. And no, it's time for my closing song. That little country song that fills the end of the show with pathos and makes you love me even more. Well, I was just a simple country boy. I started out with no shoes to wear. We lived in a broken-down shack in the middle of a swamp. And my daddy died 3 years before I was born. And my mama had to go out to work to support us 17 kids. And I used to say, Mama, where do you go every night? And she used to say, shut up and eat your caviar. I love my mama, and I love my part. And I love my brothers and my sisters too. I love everybody in the whole wide world, but monster of all, I love you. Good night, everybody. I love you. Have the money now.
Hello, I'm Susan George, and Kenny Everett flew me all the way from Los Angeles to do his television show. He's not even here now. This is ridiculous. I don't even have anyone to talk to. This doesn't happen on the Johnny Carson show. He's not even known to know. And nobody knows who he is. You realize that?